And the Texans are 43. And welcome to Sack to the Future, 1964, Week 1. And guess what? We're in Madden 20. So this ought to be interesting. And as I started the 1960 and 61 seasons, I will start the 1964 season since the Super Bowl champion, Vinny X. Wolf, who you'll hear his dulcet tones in the background.
Hello.
His St. Louis Cardinals don't play until Monday night. So, and yes, that's right. The 1963 Sack to the Future Super Bowl champions, the St. Louis Cardinals, staged the ultimate comeback, down 17-0 going into the fourth quarter, and scored 24 unanswered points and beat the Los Angeles Chargers 24-17. Larry Wilson.
It's been a long, hard off season. Exactly 1 hour.
That's right. Okay, so new thing to know: when you put in undershirt team color, it's whatever their main color is, because all the Browns have brown undershirts.
Yeah.
All right.
There's nothing really much you can do about that.
Oh, I was hoping maybe they would follow with whatever jersey, but
well.
Well, you left me.
Hello?
You there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it says you're not watching anymore.
Oh. I'm going to say pretty soon you're going to have 3 different viewers, and it's all going to be me.
Oh, cool. Player ratings. There you can see halfback Jim Brown led the league in rushing the last 2 years with over 2,000. Oh wow, that's kind of scary. The Invisible Man is playing for my team, folks. The Invisible Man.
Uh-oh. What number is that? Number 15?
15.
You've got the headless glitch.
And the kickoff, and we are underway.
Popped up in Madden 19, and it's followed to Madden 20.
And there he is, the headless glitch, number 15, my quarterback, Frank Ryan.
Oh, he's the quarterback too?
Yep.
Oh, no.
All right, there he is.
Is he number 15? I thought Ryan was 13.
Let's see here. Okay, thank you. Come on, set. 15-1. 15-1. Oh, wow. First play of game, and I get stuck for a 1-yard loss.
Yeah, Ryan's supposed to be 13. We'll have to fix that after the game.
Okay. And on the very first play, I get stuck with a 1-yard loss. Ready! 10 Lobo.
What are the other numbers that were? Because I screwed up on some of the jersey numbers. When a number wasn't available, I usually will go find it and immediately change it, but apparently I didn't do that all the time, so there might be a couple that we have to fix throughout the year.
That's all right. Yep, Jim Brown just got a pass for 35 yards in the play.
It'll be interesting to see if he is the first X factor that clicks in. It'd be funny if we never fix the Frank Ryan thing, the face, and he stays headless for the next 4 seasons.
That would suck. Oh my goodness. That is not Jim Brown, that is Ernie Green for the 31-yard touchdown run.
Other games you'll see in Week 1 and 1964. The Minnesota Vikings, who are once again the showcase team at 64, will be facing John M. and the New York Giants. The Detroit Lions versus the semi-pro Atlanta Falcons. Chicago Bears versus the semi-pro Carolina Panthers. The Los Angeles Rams versus Green Bay Packers in our first human versus human game. The Houston Oilers versus the Cincinnati Semi-Pro Bengals, and the Buffalo Bills and New England Patriots, Boston Patriots, are your 1 o'clock games. That's also human versus human. 4 o'clock, Washington Redskins at Pittsburgh Steelers, Dallas Cowboys at the Semi-Pro Seattle Seahawks, Semi-Pro New Orleans Saints at the Denver Broncos, Showcase game San Diego Chargers, who are once again the AFL Showcase, versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 8 Sunday night. Also Kansas City Chiefs and Oakland Raiders. Sunday at 8:20, the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Colts. And Monday night, 10:15 p.m., St. Louis Cardinals, San Francisco 49ers. Stephen F. Austin, the quarterback. The Texans are based on famous Texans, or people who something famous happened to them in Texas.
See, who made that tackle? Oh, here we go. Here's the Texans offense. Logan Van Dever, Bigfoot Wallace, John Magruder, Pleasant Tackett, and I didn't see the other one. Padre Jose Bali, John Neely Bryan. Well, that was really quick. Stephen F. Austin.
Robert Cole was the other one.
Thank you.
Davey Crockett, the tight end. Looks like they at least all the starters are the same. Actually, should take a minute. Go load the game up and see if I can see the transactions page.
Wow. The Texans do a wide receiver reverse with number 15, who has really nice long dreadlocks.
Yeah. Well, the name is Sam Houston, so it's just something that obviously was missed in editing.
Yes.
I'm trying to make a list here of what we need to do.
And Sam Houston completes a pass to the running back, J. Neely Bryan, but loses 4 yards, and the Texans are going to punt.
'64 was a year in which the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Colts met for the NFL title. So you would think the Cleveland and Baltimore are the best teams in the NFL, both in the AFC, of course. And the Buffalo Bills beat the San Diego Chargers for the AFL title, so your top 4 teams should all be in the AFL.
So it'll be a bloodbath.
Mm-hmm. Cool. San Diego is the Showcase AFL team, as they are the highest rated team that is not controlled. And Minnesota over in the NFC. And last year they were a 5-8-1 team that went 12-4 and made the playoffs. In '64 they were 8-5-1, so they're improving.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Okay, transactions. Nope. Houston did not do any transactions.
Oh, good.
Maybe we'll do this time with Madden 20. At least for, the once we're inside the week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to go edit that guy's hair though while you're playing, because I don't want to potentially screw him up.
Oh, that's I get it.
Hey, Stonewall's on. Stonewall, where were you during the Super Bowl?
Hi, Stonewall. Browns offensive line: Sharaf, Koosh, Morrow, Wooten, and Monty Clark. Ernie Green, Jim Brown, Paul Warfield, the rookie, Gary Collins, and Johnny Brewer. Second and
Warfield.
Paul Warfield is here. And I have yet to use his speed. Let's test it out, shall we? He just woke up. Yeah, of course. Defense, Samuel Dealey, David McNary, Doris Miller. Greg Abbott, John Conley Jr., Ted Cruz, Austin Goolsby. William Whitaker Reed, Alex Ford, Thomas Hayden Church, and I understand.
Ken Starr.
Ken Starr. And in 2 plays, Paul Warfield is already red.
Well, Stonewall, if you just woke up, go back and on my playlist and check out the Sack to the Future Super Bowl from '63.
What a catch.
You won't be disappointed.
Gary Collins makes the contested catch. And the Browns with the ball, 1st and 10. At the 10-yard line. So I guess it's going to be a 1st and goal type situation.
So far, we have yet to have the actual champion or champions win the Super Bowl. So that does not bode well for Cleveland and Buffalo. The 64, this is according to Wikipedia, the 64 NFL season was the 45th regular season of the National Football League. Before the season started, Commissioner Pete Rozelle reinstates Green Bay running back Paul Hornung and Detroit defensive tackle Alex Karras to their original teams. In this league, they were on semi-pro teams after spending 63 suspended due to gambling. Beginning in 64...
Touchdown, Jim Brown, 11-yard rush.
This is important for you, especially with Cleveland. Okay. Beginning in 64, the home team in each game was allowed the option of wearing their white jerseys. Since 57, the league had mandated that the visiting team wear white and the home team wear colored jerseys. The NFL also increased the regular season roster limit to 40 active players. So, new uniforms in 64, Dallas. Wearing new uniforms.
Or basically the same uniform that they have on right now.
Yep.
The current year.
64 season introduced a noteworthy change in uniform rules. This gets into a little bit deeper. While the league had dictated since 57 that the home team must wear a colored jersey and visitors wear white, teams are now given the option of wearing their white jerseys at home. As a result, the Browns, who wore white at home before 57, Cardinals, Colts, except for one home game, which was originally scheduled to be an away game, Cowboys, Rams, Redskins, Steelers for one game versus the Rams, and Vikings, except for most of one game in which the Lions forgot to bring the blue jerseys, did so. While the rest reverted to home colors the following year, the Cardinals would not wear red at home until 66. That's good for me to know. The Rams would not do so again until 72. The Browns only once until 75, and the Cowboys, aside from the unwilling use of the blue tops of the home team in Super Bowl 5, have since continuously worn white at home. Not true, they're wearing blue at home nowadays. The Steelers would wear white at home for most home games from 66 to 69. This is important for us. The first year of head coach Chuck Noll, but would not wear white as a home team until Super Bowl 40 in 2005. Not one white
by number 69, Jim Kanicki on Stephen F. Austin. I'm sorry for interrupting.
No, you're fine. I'm going to share this to the league because that's as important for us.
So basically, I can wear my whites for the Cowboys all the time, which I will be doing anyway.
And for the rest of my Cardinals run, the Colts, which sucks because the Cardinals don't have a white home jersey on this game.
The original white,
yeah. I'm going to get into conference races or final standings. Just the Cleveland Browns are a 10-3-1 team. So this is my job. My job is always to try to equal or better the team's real record. The Packers were 8-5-1. The Cardinals were 9-3-2. The Colts were 12-2.
Is that Jim Kanicki again? Jim Kanicki with another sack.
Most valuable player in 64 was Johnny Unitas. Coach of the year, Don Shula.
Of the Colts, right?
Yep. So the Colts dominated both of those. Let's take a look at the AFL season.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
'64 AFL season was the 5th regular season in American Football League. The season ended when the Buffalo Bills defeated the San Diego Chargers in the AFL Championship game. This is the final season AFL telecasts on ABC before moving to NBC in '65. No major rule changes in the AFL. Buffalo went 12-2, so my worst team is Green Bay 8-5-1. Oakland 5-7-2. Well, there's 3 teams are NFL teams. Cleveland 10-3-1, Dallas 5-8-1, and the LA Rams 5-7-2. So you shouldn't really expect too much out of your teams except for Cleveland.
Of course.
That's what they're saying.
So basically no difference than any other year I've had.
Oh, let's check out top rookies. 1964 NFL Draft. Who to keep an eye on in '64?
I got the first down. Another pass to Gary Collins.
San Francisco and Dave Parks. These are future Pro Bowlers. Baltimore halfback Marv Woodson. Hall of Famers Philadelphia Eagle offensive tackle Bob Brown. Washington halfback Charlie Taylor. And Minnesota defensive end Carl Eller. Cleveland halfback Paul Warfield.
That is the end of the first quarter. The Browns had a 14-0 lead.
You don't mind me doing this, do you?
No.
Okay. Second round, future Hall of Famers are Dallas Cowboy cornerback Mel Renfro, Washington Redskins safety Paul Krause. Here's a little info too. His quarterback Jack Concannon was drafted by Philadelphia. He would be a future Bear.
Rookie Paul Warfield's first catch.
The Steelers also drafted a guy named Jim Kelly, a wide receiver from Notre Dame. Round 3, San Francisco drafted defensive end Dave Wilcox. I thought they drafted him in round 1. Dave Parks, oh, okay. Wilcox, future Hall of Famer. What's the dark blue? AFL All-Star. Well, we're not going to go with them because they don't play for these teams. Pittsburgh, future Pro Bowler tackle Ben McGee in the 5th round. 4th round. 5th round, you got future Hall of Famer tackle Dan Connors for the Bears. He makes it his name with the Raiders still. Round 6, Philadelphia. That's an AFL guy. Round 7,
Jim
future
Brown.
Pro Bowler.
The second touchdown run of 33 yards this time.
Dallas Cowboys future Pro Bowl wide receiver Bob Hayes. Bullet Bob Hayes.
Don't get him to
Detroit
65.
Lion drafted future. Yep. Future head coach Bill Parcells drafted in Detroit.
Yeah. Did you mention
Leroy.
the Cowboy quarterback?
Not yet. Haven't gotten to that one. That one's a special case. Round 8, Cleveland Browns drafted running back Leroy Kelly.
That's Jim Brown's successor, if I remember.
Yep. In round 9, San Francisco future Pro Bowler Howard Mudd at guard. Also a big name in the Union. Future center Washington future Pro Bowl center Len Haas. Dallas end future Pro Bowler Jake Cupp. Round 10, Dallas Cowboy drafted future Hall of Fame quarterback Roger Staubach. You will not see Roger Staubach in '64.
Or 65, or 67, or 68.
The 66 you will?
No. It's from 60. Oh,
You skip it.
I skipped 60. From 64 to 68, you don't get to see him. He comes very first year Meredith retires.
69. So he is in the military, in the Navy.
In Vietnam, actually.
Yep. Round 11, Philadelphia drafts future Pro Bowler quarterback Bob Berry.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
Round 12, nope, nothing. Round 13, nothing. Round 14, nothing. 15, nothing. Round 19, St. Louis drafts future Pro Bowl tackle Bob Young. Round 20, Minnesota drafts future Pro Bowl tackle Milt Sund, and Green Bay drafts future Pro Bowl center Bill Curry. Okay.
Bill Curry was on so many Super Bowl teams.
Yeah. Hopefully I can make that happen too, because he's with Green Bay and Baltimore. Yeah. 64 NFL draft class has more Hall of Famers than any other class to date, with 11. Paul Warfield, Charlie Taylor, Roger Staubach, Leroy Kelly, Mel Renfro, Paul Krause, Dave Wilcox, Bob Brown, Carl Eller, Bob Hayes, and Bill Parcells.
18 Gators.
Of course, Parcells. He is on the Lions as roster filler.
Well, another 3 and out for the Houston Texans.
Some notable undrafted players for the NFL. Chicago Bears running back Andy Livingston. If you haven't been following 63, Chicago in the training camp loses Willie Gallimore and Bo Farrington to a car accident. They were killed, and they don't get Gale Sayers till 65. So 64, it's going to be pretty much Rick Caceres and Andy Livingston and Ronnie Bull trying to carry the load. Also, Dallas has future Pro Bowl running back Les Josephson out of Augustana. The Rams have kicker Bruce Gossett as well. He's not a big name, but a recognizable name in the kicking world. Let's go to the AFL. Okay. AFL future AFL All-Star Matt Snell running back to the New York Jets. And the Bills drafted Carl Eller. Where they can go there. Oakland drafts future AFL All-Star linebacker Dan Connors. New York Jets get defensive end Jerry Philbin. The Bills take future AFL All-Star defensive back Butch Bird. Buffalo also drafted Paul Warfield. Boston has future Pro Bowl center John Morris, and Houston has future Pro Bowl running back Odie Burrell. Kansas City gets Pro Bowl defensive tackle Tom Keating. Houston, future All-Star running back Sid Blanks, round 6. Denver, future Pro Bowl center Al Denson. Round 9, Boston, future All-Star guard Len St. Jean.
By the way, Jim Brown is X Factor is all lit up right now.
Oh, let's take a look. The first X Factor in Sack in the Future.
I just juked myself out of bounds, but
we turned the X Factor off of that. Oakland drafted Mel Renfro, by the way.
Ooh.
Oh, here's one. No, that's Bobby Smith. Buffalo gets future Pro Bowl halfback Bobby Smith. Denver drafted Paul Krause. Buffalo kicker Pro Bowler Pete Gogolak. That's a big name too in the NFL bidding war. He is the reason why the merger happened.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's funny.
Buffalo gets future Pro Bowl guard Joe O'Donnell. San Diego future Pro Bowl defense back Kenny Graham. Denver future Pro Bowl tight end Paul Costa. That was Kansas City. Denver drafted Bob Hayes. Here's one for you. Kansas City drafts future Pro Bowl Hall of Fame quarterback Roger Staubach. By the time he comes to play, though, there isn't the dual draft.
Yeah.
Buffalo gets future Pro Bowl defensive back Haygood Clark. Buffalo's looking good. Round 20. Houston future Pro Bowl defensive back Pete Jakes. Oakland drafted Bill Curry. Notable undrafted free agents. Oh, let's see. Kansas City gets future Pro Bowl fullback Mackley Hill. San Diego gets a couple of future Pro Bowlers, cornerbacks Jimmy Warren and Speedy Duncan. So that is the 64 preview.
Cool.
The NFL is wide open considering that none of the championship teams are NFC teams nowadays. I guess I could preview what the other Phantom and John's teams did.
Sure. That play never fucking works!
Okay, in the NFL, the New York Giants went 2-10-2. And the Detroit Lions 7-5-2.
Well, why am I passing when Jim Brown's X Factor is on still? Jim Brown's third rushing touchdown.
Oh, John's also the Steelers. They were 5-9, and finally the Houston Oilers.
Fuck. Luke Rosa missed the extra point. It's now 27-0.
Lou Groves is 95 years old in 64. He's literally kicked in the double AFC in the NFL. He's been around since 46.
Browns are starting hot there. But this is a semi-pro team, and they are rated 40-something. And they are playing like it, so...
Phantom Fighters teams, the Denver Broncos. You thought they were bad in 63, but we still made the playoffs. They are 2-11-1 in 64. The rest of hits. And the Boston Patriots 10-3-2, so they're going to be good. The Chicago Bears 5-9. They fall off big time. And the San Francisco 49ers 4-10.
So what's the Cardinals' record?
9-3-2.
So you have the best record.
They're my worst. Yeah, they're my worst team. Oh no, Green Bay is at 8-5-1. Good.
Again, coincidentally picking all these awesome extra teams.
Yeah, wait till the 70s. It's going to be a little thin for me.
Thanks, Stonewall. Sure could have used you 2 nights ago. I think you may have been there for it. The end of the 63 season. Wow. On 3rd and 14, the Houston Texans decide to... Oh, that's right. Let's see why. I better stop that because we are close to the end of the second quarter, and I have a 27-0 lead.
Let's see if we're going to find any notable retirements.
Good Lord.
At least notable for us. Bill Tobin, running back of the Houston Oilers, gone. Didn't see much out of him. Halfback Bill Perkins. It's not the Cowboys. No, it's Don Perkins.
That would be Don Perkins.
Did I lose you?
Down here.
I lost him.
Who'd you lose?
Oh, Buffalo Bill halfback Roger Kochman. New York Giant halfback Charlie Killett. We saw his name. John likes saying his name.
Oh my goodness. We may... man, I may have to look at the semi-pro ratings a little bit.
I hear him laughing on the thing, but I don't hear him in my ear.
You hear me? You don't hear? You can't hear me? Hello? Hello? Hello?
What the fuck?
Well, Parr Warfield just got a 70-yard touchdown. 73 yards. Welcome to the league, rookie.
The kicker on for the extra point.
You there?
The kick is good.
Hello.
Makes the score Browns 34, Texans nothing.
Stonewall, you can hear me, right? Can anybody hear me? Hello. Yes, I hear you. Okay, thank you, Stonewall. We lost Vinny. I was trying to figure out if it was me or him. Unfortunately, it sounds like it's him.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Deep grip. Deep grip.
That is Paul Wiggin with his second sack of the game. Can you hear me, Vinny? Oh, okay.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on the 9 over there. You're on the 9. Watch 8.
Oh, that's too bad.
Ready? 18, Gator. Mike 50. It's a party now. Now.
Oh, there's another sack. This time by Modzowski. We are 3rd and 30.
Hello?
Hello. Hello. Can you hear me, Vinny? Vinny X Wolf, can you hear me?
Set. 60 or. Get him. Let's go.
Well, that should be the end of the... Oh, Vinny's left. And we are back. The Browns have a 34-0 lead. I can hear you, Vinny. Browns have a 34-0 lead. We'll see how the second half goes. I figured, but okay.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Here we go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Get it. Come.
And Bally does have 25 yards rushing.
He's brought down at the 31. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Let's go. 30 base. Double tight. Ready, go. Shoot.
Vinny X Wolf, can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Outstanding.
We tried switching back to my other. First I thought it was my headphones, so I switched those out.
Okay.
Hey, 4 down.
Ready.
A flag. Let me guess. Personal foul. Face mask. That's right. What a crock of shit.
Nope, those headphones don't work.
Automatic first down.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
Stonewall says it's good to have you back.
Apparently that's what
70, Indy.
killed my thing, so I'm back to my old. Microphone filters.
Oh.
Go now. 91. Go. And two start. Tie it to the right, boy. Tie it to the right. Move. Hit it.
Oh my goodness. Incomplete pass. Stephen Austin is 4 of 6 for 7 yards. It's 4th and 4 on their own 39. Will they go for it? Davy Crockett missed the pass. I'm going to do safe punt.
Did you hear when I was going over notable retirements or?
Got through a few of them, but you know, if you want to do them over, that's fine by me.
Well, I know that I had Bill Tobin,
Yep.
Buffalo Bills, Roger Kochman,
Right.
New York Giants, Charlie Killett. Those not huge names in the league, but they appeared for, in ours. Glenn Griffin, quarterback from the Giants, he started a few games.
Right.
Fullback Nate Craddock with the
Here we go.
Colts or Cowboys, one of those two.
Steve Griffin.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. 86-yard touchdown run for Jim Brown's 4th or 5th touchdown of the day.
This season's realistic already.
And my guess is Jim Brown's easily over 200 yards. As I was saying before, you lost me. I'm afraid that. Do we have Easter eggs in '64? Yes. The entire Houston Texans are named after famous Texans. That was an 86-yard run. Another Vinny will fill you in on other Easter eggs.
Yeah, I don't have that list in front of me. We'll get to them as we go.
But I'm pretty sure that Phantom Fighter will probably have to look at the ratings. Because this team that's rated 48 is playing like a rated 48 team.
Okay, back to Sack the Future names that have left. Dave Young, linebacker from the Colts and Jets. Boston Patriots defensive back Bob Suki. He's done. Fate Eccles. He was with the Browns, wasn't he? Tackle?
Yes.
No, he was.
No. Eagles.
Yeah.
Ready? 50, plant.
Buffalo Bills fullback Hezekiah Braxton. He's done. Okay, 3 years in the league.
That's 15, Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. 50 the mic. It's been a long day for you. Let's go.
Pittsburgh Steelers tackle Ed Nutting. Minnesota fullback Doug Mayberry.
Ed Nutting is a former Cowboy or Brown, I believe.
Former Colt and Eagle receiver Ken Gregory. He's gone. And 4-year players, guys who played their entire career in Sack the Future. 1960 to 63. Getting my laptop to load this shit.
And in case you didn't know, the X Factor on Jim Brown still on fire.
Frank still has no face. Oh man, former Buffalo Bill defensive end Mac Yoho.
Oh my goodness, 14 rushes, 240 yards.
I don't know if this semi-14 can turn that X Factor off. You gotta hit him. You gotta hit him hard.
He did. I thought. Well, or if he has a loss, I had a 2-yard gain one time and it didn't knock it off.
Yeah.
But he still gets tired, so we'll have to.
Denver Bronco tight end Gene Perbola. Green Bay fullback Frank Mesnick. Oakland and former Buffalo defensive tackle Chuck McMurtry. He's gone. Philadelphia kicker Bob Kyatt. I want to say this guy's a Cleveland linebacker, Gordon Kelly.
He's familiar, but I don't remember him being on Brown. Frank Ryan completes a pass to Chris Scales.
Buffalo Bill and New York Jet quarterback Johnny Green.
You go check out that Super Bowl Stonewall. Yes, this game is more than well over.
Chicago wide receiver Bo Farrington, of course, passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas Cowboy guard Andy Severco.
He's gone?
Oh, yep.
That's too bad.
Buffalo halfback and punter Wayne Crow.
Another flag. Lely block in the back. Hey, guess what? That's my second penalty.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Oh, I do have Leroy Kelly on my team. Cool.
Yep.
I'm going to give him a carry or two here.
Okay, guys who started in 59. Frank Hauser. What team is Minnesota defensive back Tom Frank Hauser? That's about it. Ron Lucera. Not real big names, but they were Sack to the Future mainstays.
Let's get Leroy Kelly toss in, shall we? Rookie. Of course, I'm running the exact same play. The computer will probably not like that. Or the computer will let Leroy Kelly run. I have, I think, all rushing touchdowns.
With guys who started in 58, we've got New York Giant halfback Ken Webb, former Baltimore Colt New York Jet halfback Mike Summer. No, he was an Oakland Raider halfback.
Yeah, I was going to say, did he retire?
Yep. Former Buffalo Bill tight end Tom Reichlich. Philadelphia Eagle tight end Dick Lucas. Minnesota defense tackle Ed Culpepper. New York Jet running back Ed Christie. They're all gone. The names we'll forget by the end of the season. But this is why I'm doing this now in week 1. Okay, guys who started in 57. New York Jet end Joe Walton. Oh man, St. Louis defensive back John Simak, he had a great playoffs. Forced the fumble in the Super Bowl.
Going out in style, as it were.
Yep. Well, another St. Louis guy, defensive tackle Don Owens. Another guy went out with a Super Bowl champion. Chicago Bear halfback Willie Gallimore, because we talked about him, he passed away. Former Dallas linebacker fullback Gene Babb.
Down. 60 outlaw.
You guys had getting longer here. Go back to 56 now. I like this little debuts. Oh shit, they had a list of retirees.
4th and 1.
Alright. Guys who debuted in 56. Philadelphia defensive tackle John Malikas. Well, good, because the Eagles kept trying to cut him at the end of last season. Oh, this one's bad for John. Former defensive back for the Oilers, Gary Glick. He got a lot of interceptions there. Yep. Detroit Lion wide receiver Howard Hopalong Cassidy. Ooh. Detroit linebacker Carl Brettschneider. Detroit losing some names.
Here comes the Invisible Man. He is 9 of 13 for 199 yards, 1 touchdown.
I wonder if we change his skin tone and then change it back, if that'll get rid of that glitch.
Yeah, I was thinking about trying something like that.
Go now. 70 Indy.
I think they do it on purpose too. They put one of them in there. Okay, guys who debuted in 55. New York Jet defensive end Sid Youngelman.
That is the it for the third quarter. And as you can see right there, scores by quarter, Browns 14 in the first, 20 in the second, 14 in the third. Lead 48-0. Former
Redskin and Giant quarterbacks Ralph Guglielmi, Colt and Cowboy end and kicker Dick Bielski, and Bears linebacker Tom Bettis.
Eric Green with another carry. 3rd and 2.
Ready. 18 Gator. Here we go. Got double time. Let's go.
All right, from 54, we got Colt and Packer quarterback Lamar McCann. Packer tight end Gary Neifeld. Didn't you think for the Cowboys last year?
Who?
Gary Neifeld. Guard Ted Connolly, I think he was in San Francisco.
Oh.
Guys debuting in 53.
Oh my God.
49er.
You have to look at that run.
Oh wow. Full one spin. Juke. Let's see. 49er tackle Bob St. Clair. Green Bay linebacker Bill Forrester and fullback Luke Carpenter. They both gone. Rico shows his slow motion group.
He's been on fire since the second quarter.
Yeah. He's gonna be hard to catch. People can't get cookie cooking though. 52. Okay, from 52, halfback Ray Renfro. Quarterback Eddie LeBaron.
Ray Renfro, yeah, he's gone. He'd be
and Billy Houghton, 3 Cowboys.
Renfro is actually a Brown. No. Billy Houghton and who else? Renfro, Houghton, and who?
Eddie LeBaron.
Oh yeah. I lost Dick Bielski too.
Yep. I had him a couple seasons back there. I think he was a 54 debut. He was with the Colts last year, though.
Yeah.
The last 2 years.
50's the most. I know he ain't got it.
Okay, what year are we in now? 51. Walt Michaels, linebacker from the Steelers. We're getting to the point now, these guys have long careers if they still made 50. Figure as long as I'm still not back to George Blanda or Lou Groza, there's still a chance. From 1950, Pittsburgh defensive tackle Ernie Stotner and San Francisco defensive tackle Leo Namaleni are gone. Both John and Phantom losing big defensive tackles.
That breaks my heart. Not really.
From 49, we got quarterback Frank Tripucka, who we actually made mention of it early in the season when he got cut. Actually retired. And Ed Hankey, I'm not sure who he was.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
But Mickey Slaughter has been quarterback in the Broncos since previously.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
I should just bench everybody right now.
Here we go. 18 Gator. I'm here all day. Hit it.
Wow. Ooh.
Oh my God.
And I benched Jim Brown because I don't want him to get hurt anymore. I'm afraid he's going to get hurt, but I should have kept him in.
Oh, here's one. Fullback Joe Perry. He's done.
Oh, he's done.
He went back to the 49ers in '63, but Phantom didn't use him. Oh, seeing he's got one here. Oh, Weary said that, didn't he? Yep, Weary said that. Okay. That's pretty much it. I'm back at 47 now. Nobody made it out of the deck, out of the 50s. Some big names, not, too many earth-shattering ones, a couple deaths.
Let's go. 60 or. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Keep dribbling.
Didn't you win the first game at 60, like 8-6?
Yes.
Cheetah.
I had 2 field goals and a safety.
You got Mo Gillespie on your team?
Yes.
Oh, coming over from the Giants. That's the other thing. There are trades and no free agencies out there, but trades alike that happened. Guys moving from league to league too. You'll see those as we go. I'm not going to look that up right now. 64 should be interesting though. The Super Bowl, in theory, the Super Bowl should be either Cleveland and Buffalo versus, I don't know, St. Louis maybe. I gotta bring that. This is an odd one, being that all the 2 championship teams are AFC teams nowadays. Oh, the computer's going to try and score on you.
Well, I did a. That's more me than anything else. I did a. You got multiple goal line options, and I did one that basically you have one guy covering somebody, and then. Oh boy.
All right, so the Super Bowl should be. I'm gonna, no offense, but I'm gonna go with the Bills only because they have a better record than the Browns. The Bills versus the Cardinals.
Okay. So both your teams.
That would be that. Yes. Well, last year was the AFC Championship game should be the Bills and that. With the Chargers and Colts failing in the divisional. So, according to real life, Buffalo should win home field in the AFL. Cleveland getting a bye.
Come on, set 90 Wolf.
Oh,
Ready? Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
They have one with both. Okay, so Buffalo home field, Cleveland getting a bye. San Diego winning the West, and the South going to Baltimore.
You
Actually, no,
fucking
no.
computer.
According to the records, it should be Buffalo home field, Baltimore bye, Cleveland North, San Diego West. The wild cards will be Boston and Kansas City. Those are the expert picks.
Expert picks.
Defense.
Yeah, expert picks. With actually,
Automatic first down.
Ready. 10
looks like Cleveland advancing to the Super Bowl. They have a better offensive team. Even though they have 1.5 points left in Baltimore and Buffalo. Your NFC prediction: home field advantage, St. Louis Cardinals. Other first round by Green Bay Packers. NFC East, Philadelphia Eagles. And the NFC South, who cares? The wild cards, Minnesota Vikings and Detroit Lions. With the St. Louis Cardinals going to the Super Bowl, defeating Green Bay in the NFL. So I should have 3 or 4 teams in the top. With 64 is my year to fuck up. With that said, the Super Bowl will probably be Oilers versus Bears.
No offense, but since it's been 4 years since I've been to the Super Bowl, I'm kind of looking forward to being the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so it's your turn, is what you're saying?
Yes.
I didn't realize we were a socialistic league. The Bernie Sanders League.
By the way, if you try to block a field goal, if you come close, you're going to run into the field.
Yeah.
And of course, the computer, instead of going for it on 4th down because, 62-3 is so much better than 62-0. I lose my shutout, which means I still have not shut out the computer in any game. I've shut out humans, but I haven't shut out the computer.
There's another guy coming on the field with a blurry face. Maybe it's just me.
Push him back. Push him back.
Maybe it's just me.
Oh my god.
This is scary.
Ooh. I technically just missed a drive goal. Watch this. I did 3 jukes. Well, here we go. There's this one. Then whoop. There's another one. And then I just outrun. Well, that's what you get for scoring on me. And now Jim Brown has over 300 yards rushing.
Oh my God.
And keep in mind, if I didn't pull him for Leroy Kelly, I have 708 total yards of offense, 495 yards of rushing. And if I hadn't pulled Leroy Kelly, if I hadn't pulled him for Leroy Kelly on the drive before, where Kelly went for 60 yards, Jim Brown may have over 400 yards rushing tonight.
Oh crap.
What are our injuries set to?
15, same as it has been on.
Wow, because there has not been, knock on fake wood, not a lick of an injury out here for either team. There's been 2 penalties, both on, well, 3 penalties, all on me. A block it back, a face mask, and a roughing the kicker.
I did verify that we were on Madden too, or
Okay.
Pro. Pro. Well, this is the way semi-pro team should play.
Yeah, I agree. I won't lie, I am calling timeout because I want to see if I can get Jim Brown to 400 yards rushing.
Here we go. 10 over. Check me out. Yo, faster.
And then that should be 4th and 17. Yeah, Phantom Fighter, Jim Brown. I'm going to try and get Jim Brown to 400 yards rushing here.
Yeah, so Phantom, while you were passed out, we finished the Texans, and apparently the Superstar X Factors are well worth the money if you're playing against a semi-pro team. Jim Brown has been on fire. I think he's got 3rd-degree burns all over his body. It's been so long.
Well, Jim Brown, you go back and watch the game because Jim Brown hasn't been. He's had runs. Like I said, he's probably in the. I'm going to try and get 400 yards right here. So.
Are they too easy with the X Factors? I don't care. The semi-pro teams, they should be easy.
On the ready.
Let's see what I can do here. See if you can enjoy this here. Yep, there he goes. 400 yards rushing.
He hasn't been tackled.
I haven't been tackled. My last 4 offensive plays have all been rushing touchdowns of big yards. And one of them wasn't even Jim Brown. I had Leroy Kelly because, he's a rookie. And he ran for 60.
We do have a couple glitches already. Frank Ryan has no face, no head. Oh, he's also got the wrong jersey in the wrong. We'll fix that.
God, I could just keep. I feel like I could just keep scoring, and we haven't had any injuries yet.
Yeah, injuries are at 15, like they've been for Sack the Future in the past, but yeah, there's been no injuries. I'm not sure.
He said I also heard M20 you can leave injuries at 50. I think we may have it set low, thinking it was Mat 18. Well, I'll say this: in when I was practicing and I was playing with modern players in my own league, in one game I lost Ezekiel Elliott for the entire year. Actually, I played 5 games with modern, and I lost. I think Ezekiel Elliott played a grand total of 2 games, and I've lost him for the year. So I don't know if 50 is the best idea, but this might be a little too low.
Hey, there's number 49, Walter Beach, the guy you were supposed to trade for at the end of 63.
See? Well,
but he's on.
I don't think he really mattered.
We go back and rewatch this game. I do a little preview too, and I talk about everybody who's retired.
Oh, look at that interception! Oh my God! Ooh, boy, that's the part that's going to drive us absolutely crazy. Okay, anybody for 500 yards rushing? Let's see here. Here we go. I'll do the counter again.
What is John going to try to do?
By the way, see, I don't know.
Does he have an internal coaching?
Oh, we got tackled for a loss, and that's it. 454 yards rushing. Is he no longer X Factor? Nope, his X Factor is gone.
Yep. He was tackled by Austin Goolsby. We made sure he had every single padding that we could possibly have on him.
Well, that's what he's going to finish at. Well, hell. Let's see if I can get to 500.
He's going to be on pace to rush for 8,000 yards.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
You know, you're going to have a hell of a time trying to catch this with Emmett Smith.
Oh. I know.
Face mask.
Or Don Perkins or any cowboy.
Face mask on the Texans.
Automatic first down.
To Ted Cruz.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Man, that X Factor on fire makes all the difference in the world. 482 yards rushing, new league record.
7 touchdowns, and Gale Sayers is not even in the league yet.
.213, 588 rushing yards in one game. 18.6 yards per play.
He only got one takeaway.
And I only got one takeaway. Well, thanks for watching the very first game of 1964 Sack to the Future. Hopefully we'll have more fun like this. And yeah, come on back. Check this channel, Phantom Fighter. Vinny X Wolf, he thinks he's going to be playing the Super Bowl against himself, so come back and see how that prediction works out. And of course, John M. Bye-bye.